We bought a caravan. Oh shit, I just whipped it.
In the next month or two, we're going to do some renovation work. Hello, welcome to our reveal video.
Finally, after 3 months and a lot of hard work, we are here.
Yep, it's finally done.
And we are not in the storage yard, we are away in the caravan as well, and you will see that vlog a little bit later, probably in a week or two. Back to this one, we are so excited to show you the end result, and we are over the moon of how it's turned out. For us, this was our first time ever doing anything like this, and yeah, I'm pretty chuffed how it's turned out.
Yeah, it all went to plan pretty much.
Apart from a few mishaps, like the TV unit, that fell off the wall again. The curtains didn't go to plan.
Yeah,
but overall, everything else, and the curtains do look a lot better now.
Yeah, they look good too.
They look good. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to take you inside, going to show you the end result. We're also going to give you pricing of how much we spent on each thing, and if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll tell you how much it cost us overall.
The grand total.
Roughly, it is a rough estimate.
I nearly cried.
But I think it's not a bad price, to be honest. Like, if you think a price of getting a new van, you're looking at 20 grand plus, or even a second-hand newer van, you're going to be spending 6 to 10 grand. So I'm quite happy with the overall price for the way it's turned out, and it looks a lot more moderner for us anyway.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome into our new abyss of a caravan.
Here we go.
So we're going to start off here in the dining room area, we like to call it.
Yeah.
Now I have got some notes because I can't remember everything. So this is our dining room area, as we like to call it. This is where we will sit, have food, do some editing, just even play cards. It's a nice little area.
Yeah.
Now, usually when it's just us two, we do have this out. And if we are being lazy, we don't pack it away, do we?
We usually sleep at this end.
But as we've got Amy with us this weekend, we've sleeping at both ends. But yeah, but I do like this area just to have a table here, and it's just separates it all off. This is going to be what we've done pretty much over the caravan, because it's like the painting. We started by sanding everything down. You would have seen all this in our videos, but I'm just going to run through it briefly. And then we used a primer before we used a top coat. Now, we spent on the primer £65 to do the whole caravan. And that was about, what do we say? I think it was like 2.5 litre, then a 500 ml. So
about 3 litres.
About 3 litres it took us. So I think that's not bad at all for a whole caravan. And we did
choose quite a pricey, decent primer.
Yeah, the primer that we got, it was £50. I'm going to list everything we used in the description. So if you just want to take a look, it will be listed there. And then the top coat, all we use there is kitchen and bathroom. Well, it was a bathroom paint, wasn't it? My thinking, like I said, we've never done this before. It was resistant to mould and damp and stuff like that, because it's supposed to be a bathroom paint. So my thinking was, well, caravans do get cold, damp when they're not being used, and I'm hoping this will help the paint last a bit longer.
Hopefully.
And then as for the cupboards at the top, we used a cupboard and worktop paint.
Yep.
Just one from B&Q. That was £40. And do you know what? We managed to do every door 2 coats. Some doors we did 3 coats. Like the bathroom one. I was hoping to protect it a bit more coats you have. And we've still got probably about that much left. So that was 2.5 litres again. And that lasted us the whole caravan.
So the curtains, which we're happy about in the end.
Yeah.
Second time trying to cover them. First time I tried to dye them with fabric dye. It didn't go to plan. So we just brought some material from Amazon, which we've put in a video for, haven't we? How we've done it.
Yeah, all the links to the videos will be in the description of the previous. Well, just look on the playlist. They're all in a playlist called Caravan Renovation.
And the same material for the curtains we used for all the plinths.
I think these have turned out so well. I'm so happy now these are up. And these were like an orangey colour, a bit like everything else. The only original thing that's left in this caravan is the tie backs. And we've left these because
we thought they still went well.
I think it goes well with the grey.
Same material as the
and I think it just adds a little bit of colour. Because otherwise these would have been grey as well. So all in all, with the fabric, we spent £115, and that got us 10 metres long by 3 metres wide, and we managed to cover everything we needed to: curtains, plinths, bunk bed, and we've still got some left over.
Yeah, we bought too much, but we just wanted to have too much and too little.
The calculations were slightly out, a bit like everything in the caravan so far.
Into the kitchen.
Yes, there's been some changes here as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to overlay the footage of how it used to look, the caravan, so you can kind of get an idea of what we've gone from. Now, we fabloned the worktop. We didn't actually take the hob out in the end, but we did lift it up. We took these rubber things off and we lifted it up. We took the sink out, we took the tap off, and we lifted it up. So that turned out pretty well. I was quite happy with that. The splashback, that we did with the stick-on tiles, that was only 1 pack as well. The roller shutter, now you can see that we do have bits of yellow, because this thing has probably been the worst thing about doing this caravan. It
gave us grief.
Grief getting it out, grief getting it back in. But it actually slides a lot easier. And for everyone that said, oh yeah, use some silicone in the rails, top tip, yeah. But now it don't stay up. It wants to slide so much. So it's a bit, I either use too much silicone or you lot were pulling my leg. Oh. It's fine if we kind of leave it. But yeah, we put the panels back in. I painted them up grey. They were white, but now they've gone back to grey. So these need the covers I've got at home to put back up. And we continued the splash panel up until there. Now in here, I do want to do the same. So this is just a little job that I'll do during whenever I've got time, really.
So this is just a storage cupboard. I think it's supposed to be for a microwave.
Microwave, yeah, because there is a plug there in that. But we never use a microwave.
We've just got bits and bobs in there.
And that's it really, apart from like, oh, we painted obviously the fridge. We did want to fablon that, but this has got a handle on it. And I wasn't sure how this handle come off. So we just painted it in the end. And to be fair, it looks good and it matches the rest. We've obviously got our pull-out chopping board that also we fabloned. A different fablon, you may notice, but I like to switch it up. Yeah. No, I think it's fine. It looks nice. So yeah, and that is a kitchen area. We spent about £18, I think, on all the fablon. The tiles, these were a pack of 10, I believe, and they were £22 and something pence from Amazon. And we managed to do all this in one. And we also got that bit done in with it as well.
Yeah.
But we have run out. So I will buy one more pack because I do really want to go in there. So Claire's going like this behind the camera.
Faces at him. I don't want to spend any more money. Right, let's go through to the lounge.
So our lounge area, which is one of my favourites of the caravan, because I can just sit here, relax, put my feet up. With TVs on the shelf, and it just looks so much more modern. I love my window there. That's this window behind Claire here.
Hang on, I'm panning round again. I've gone around a massive circle.
This window here is a window that I people watch out of.
Yeah.
Everyone must have a window in their caravan they people watch out of. Anyway, let's turn you around again.
Oh, back I go.
Yeah. So in here we did exactly the same thing. Obviously we sanded everywhere like we did throughout the caravan. All the doors have been done. Yeah, so that's all standard. These plinths went back up. The cushions.
Right, the sofa.
Now I think
we're happy with how
we're so happy how they've turned out.
Now a little trick for the buttons. They look really good, don't they?
This here, if you see these on here without this being done, yeah, it looks all right, but you don't get the tightness effect. I know there's a few little bits, but how fussy do you want to be? At the end of the day, it looks 100 times better than the original ones that we did have on there. Now on the cushions, we spent £85 for the whole caravan. Yeah, now that is a bargain. I know they haven't been professionally done or anything like that.
Yeah, but they still look good.
But for £85, you look at the cushions that we had before, and I'll take these any day.
Improvement. And then we have 4 cushions.
And these were seasidey ones to begin with. We had
the cushions already. We just bought covers.
Yeah, and the covers for these were,
I think it was
£20 for 4 of these, and we like these. Like you can either put them there and lean against it, or just put something to support your back. Yeah. The TV stand is actually fitted on the wall and not going anywhere now. You'll see in next week's vlog, or the 1 week after that, it actually fell off as soon as I put the TV on this weekend. Yeah. Put it on, it went bang, and I was like, no.
Big drama with that blooming shelf.
Yeah. We also updated the smoke alarm. I only fitted this today, or yesterday. I haven't taken this screw out. This will come out and will be filled and then painted. But this just shows you how big the old smoke alarm was, because that's the original screw, and there's a screw there that's holding the new one up.
And in this little cupboard here.
Oh, this, yes, worked a treat.
Got a new radio.
So I've got a new radio. You're not going to believe when I tell you how much this was. Hang on, let me turn it on so it lights up. There you go. You only have to press it once. So this is Bluetooth. It's also got radio. It's got USB and AUX and all that. We're only really interested in the Bluetooth and the radio, but it works fine. It's flush, so the door does shut this time.
Yeah.
It also comes with a little remote control.
Oh, I just
do not lean on my TV stand. Do not do that. And this was an absolute bargain. Brand new, $4.99 from eBay. Yeah. Can't go wrong.
The best buy of the caravan.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Oh, and it's got everything we need. So we can play our Spotify, you can play your audio books for it, whatever you like.
Perfect.
We upgraded so these are the original lights. All I've done is upgrade the bulbs. They're all LED bulbs now, and that cost me altogether £17 to do them 230 volt ones and all these 12 volt ones that are under there, and they're all over there.
Got a few dotted around, haven't we?
Yeah, and in the evening they are a lot more subtler than the yellow ones that we had. Yeah. So yeah, overall, so happy with the way this is looking. So next up is the flooring. Now this has really set off the caravan. Really does make the caravan finished touch to everything that we've done. The flooring has probably turned out better than what I thought. Now I did have a few comments when I was laying it that I should have staggered the joints, and yeah, I should have, but I did get to here and think I should have staggered the joints. But then I thought I can't be bothered to rip it back up. No, so we're staying like that. I think because of the area of it, it's not that big of an area that you can notice. Like you can see the joints, but they're not very noticeable when you look down it. But we managed to go right under the doors here. We managed to go under, that's one piece. So going from the hallway area, talking like it's a house, into the bathroom, that's one piece. We managed to go under all the door frames, so we cut them away and we managed to go under them. And around the fryer, that was like the most one of the trickiest bits to do, but I'm happy with that.
Overall, really chuffed.
Yeah, and for pricing on that, it cost us a grand total of £65.78. And that was a 21 piece pack, and I haven't written down how much the 41.99 pack was. I think it was 36 pieces. So, and we have still got some left over, which we will be doing. I will be doing inside all the cupboard areas on the floor. We did inside there, so you can't see it because it's packed, but we did go like into there and under. So
go under
I want to go under there, so we'll get that done.
We'll get done at some point.
Yeah.
Right, and then we lead in to the bathroom.
I'm in the shower because obviously this is the smallest room in the caravan, but you're not going to believe it because it's probably the most dearest room in the caravan, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yes,
but
very expensive on the tile.
In here we tiled everywhere.
Yeah, top to floor.
We also removed the sink, reseated the sink. There was another bolt that was missing underneath. We fablon this and we've painted that, sanded that down. Also, we have these doors on.
Oh, they're fablon.
They're fablon. We fablon these in the end, just as something a bit different, so they didn't look all the same. This is originally what I wanted to do to all the cupboard doors, but when I started it, I used a whole roll of fablon and still didn't have no fablon on the cupboard door.
Too tricky.
Yeah, it was far too tricky. Now in the shower, we completely tiled the holes with the sticky back plastic tiles, obviously, all inside there. And I'm loving the new shower, how that's turned out.
Yeah.
I took all this off in the end. I took all the shower off. I took the shower housing off, and we just stuck on all the tiles.
Now tell me how much you spent on these tiles.
We're going to tell you how much we spent on the tiles. So for the toilet area, it took 6 packs. There's 10 tiles in each pack. So they are £26.88. So that was £161.28.
Just on tiles.
These white tiles. The shower area.
Oh, blimey.
This was 7 packs at £26.88. That was £188.16 to do that.
Just the most expensive.
So the grand total to do inside the bathroom area was £349.44. But I think
crazy.
It is, every penny was worth it because I love it. I love it. If we was on fully service, I'll be standing in there showering for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Just to make use of it.
Yeah, but it's an in and out job because we're not fully serviced this weekend.
So that's it. All done. Finally finished.
Do you know what? I sit here and I look at it and I'm like,
We can't stop looking at it.
I can't believe how nice it looks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even boasting, because obviously there's probably a lot of stuff that we did wrong or whatever, but for the first time of us ever doing it,
Yeah.
I'm just over the moon of how it looks now compared to what it did look like.
Yeah.
It just weren't our cup of tea. And I've said before that I'm not hating on anyone else's caravan with that kind of decor. Some people love that decor, some people don't. It's everyone's personal choice. But we're loving how this has turned out.
We're really happy with it.
And now it's time to enjoy it instead of sitting in the storage yard that it's been since October. We started this in January, end of January time, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was at the end, yeah.
And yeah, that's all we've done for the last 3 months, going up caravan, doing bits and coming back. It probably would have taken us a lot quicker if we could have had it on our driveway or somewhere like that, but we can't really get it down our street, so there's no way it can go on the drive. But we've enjoyed doing the videos.
Yeah.
They've been good, and I think by all the comments and that, you've enjoyed watching them. But I'm afraid I'm not going to be doing it again. Not anytime soon anyway, and not unless it all starts peeling and flaking off, and then it'll be a disaster video. Oh my God, my caravan. But no, I'm hoping, I mean, the top coat and that's been on there quite a while now, so, and there's no signs of anything. I have noticed, and I'm going to be honest, because this is what this channel's about, if you do knock it,
it's the white paint.
The white paint
on the walls
can chip off.
If you knock it, it's
So like the bit in the roller shutter area, we had to prise it off to get that shutter back in there, and prising it off has scraped the paint. The TV unit fell off a wall. It did bang the wall on the way down, and we had to scratch that as well. Yeah, so that needs touching up. But is it a big deal? Not really, because basically after the season's finished, we'll come down here. It'll only take us probably a day. We'll look around and we'll go, right, that might need touching up. We've still got a whole tin of paint, so we'll just go over it, and then next season it'll look brand new. I think these are going to wear a lot better, because this is actual cupboard and worktop paint. So this was the paint on
more durable.
Yeah, we're a lot more durable. But yeah, we just can't stop looking around now. So, the grand total, I hear you cry. Tell us what the grand total is. Now, we did put down other extras of £200, and that was like rollers. I need a new sander because I broke with the first one. What else did we buy?
Nail, what's it called? Stapler?
Staple gun, scissors, just
little bits and bobs.
We did have a gift card at the beginning that we got for Christmas, a B&Q one. So we know we spent £100 just on that, on bits and bobs, and then I've worked out other bits. So that's a rough guide. And this total price is literally just a rough price. Yeah. So we spent on the whole lot, it cost us £1,110.23. Now I want you to drop it in the comments and let us know if you think that is like good values for money.
Yeah. I was quite surprised when we added it all up, because we didn't really have a budget, did we?
No,
we
there
were
was
just
no budget.
Buying bits as we went, probably being a bit silly, not adding it up as we go along.
I think
we just knew what we wanted to do, and we just wanted to get it done. So
yeah, and I think the majority, the big spend was literally the kitchen and the shower. The bathroom area, and for such a small space to spend £300 on stick-on tiles is. Yeah. It's either I did it wrong and I was being a bit too OCD. I want it all matched up.
There was about 20 cut-off bits of tiles left from
the bathroom. Because the problem is if you don't, it didn't match up properly, and I just thought, oh my God, that's going to bug me. I can see that. Yeah. But we made use of them. They're in our house now.
Yeah, put them in the kitchen at home.
Originally, we did think this was going to cost about £500.
Yeah, I kind of had £500 in my head when
I think it's just an easy round number that you don't want to admit to. It's going to cost you more.
But yeah, £1,000, yeah.
Just over £1,000.
I was a bit shocked. But we're happy.
I'm so
That's
happy.
the main thing. We've
At
spent
the end
money,
of the
but
day,
we're happy.
we could have spent 10 grand on a new caravan, second-hand one, with a bit more up-to-date decor than what we originally had, or you spend just over £1,000 renovating it. And on top of that, we did some good videos out of it. Like I enjoyed doing them videos. And would I like to do it again? I'd love to do it again, but I wouldn't want to pay the storage fee to store it and then redo it. But you never know. We might get a chance to do it again one day. Like we said, we hope you enjoyed watching the little renovation series. If this is the first video you've watched, make sure you go back and watch it from the beginning, because you'll see the transformation from what we started with to what we've got now. And yeah, that is it. We are going to spend this summer enjoying this caravan.
We are. And
going to as many places as we can. As you can see, we are out in it for the first time, and it's 2 days isn't enough. I want 2 weeks. But I'll get what we can get at the moment. We hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any questions or anything that we can answer, then drop it in the comments. Drop in the comments if you're starting your own renovation as well. And if you have any questions, we will do our best to answer them. Yeah. Like I said, no expert here. We just picked up a paintbrush, picked up a roller, started sanding, and this is what we just went for it. What we did. And I think considering we haven't got no experience or anything, the just shows you what you can do. Yeah. Like anyone can do it. So as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And the next video will be us out and about in a caravan, and back to doing some campsite vlogs and having all that. Adventures. Yeah, I think we deserve it. We need a beer. That's where we're going right now after we finish filming this. Go get a drink. Yeah. Right, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.